2.5 years, I prayed the complete wrong way. And what I mean by that is, imagine you went to the park with your kid and you brought him to the park because you specifically wanted him to play. Like that's what parks are there for, you know, to play. So you see him, he's on the slides, he's on the swings, he's on all these fun activities, he's having fun. And then there's a big muddy puddle right there, and you know, he sees this puddle and he's thinking about it. You're watching him think, and he chooses to go in the puddle. Whatever. He's in this puddle, gets mud all over him, all on his new white shirt that you just bought him. Whatever. But the shirt's, you know, temporary. Really, it's on his skin. It's sort of got under his armpit a bit and in between his fingers at the back of his shoe, you know. And instead of him coming to you, he goes and sits in a bush in the corner because he doesn't want you to shout at him. You know, you've just got this new white BMW with white leather interior, and he thinks you're going to have a go at him or hit him or just scream at him, whatever. But really, all you probably do is wipe the mud off so he can go play. You know, you've just got to the park. You're not going to throw it all away, are you? You know, you love your son. But, you know, he goes and sits in this bush here, in the corner of the park, away from everyone, so you know, so you can't see him with mud on him. But really, the mud's starting to get a bit, you know, the sand and the mud's really starting to kick in. You know, it's rubbing on him. His skin's a bit red now, you know, the back of his ankles and stuff. And, you know, the thorns on the bush are starting to prick his back whenever he moves a little bit. And all you're thinking is, son, just come to me. You know, I'll just wait. I've got baby wipes on me. You know, that's why I carry baby wipes. Because I know you're going to slip up, and I know you're going to play in the mud, and I know you're going to do these things. But your son's there, and he's just scared. And, you know, he's trying to wipe it off himself before he comes to you, so you can't see. But really, now he just looks like he's an idiot. He's just got mud all over him now, and it's only getting worse. The analogy is, God can't fix what you don't give. And if you pray honestly and you come to him muddy and go, God, I like, you need to talk to him like a friend. You go, God, I call him coach. I go, coach, slipped up, got a bit of mud on me. And you need to show him everywhere, because if you only come to him like this and you've got mud under your armpit, the mud's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse. But if you're embarrassed of it, I hate people touching my armpits. So, you know, this is the analogy I use. If I go to him, God, I've got mud here, and you're thinking, how the fuck have you got mud there? That's what you think he's going to think. But he already knows you've got mud there. He watched you jump in the mud. He watched you play in the mud. He specifically watched you go like that on your arm. You know, there's mud everywhere, and he can only clean what you give him. That's why the baby wipes are there. You know, that's why Jesus died. That's the whole point. Jesus died. He knew you was gonna get muddy, and he didn't die for you when you're coming to him or with mud all over you because you try to clean yourself. You know, so the challenge is, I've always been super competitive just by nature, and when I first discovered this, that he wasn't going to shout at me, I was perplexed. Like, I literally couldn't fathom it. I was like, so am I in competition with Jesus? Like, am I trying to compete with Jesus to not sin? Like, is that how it works? And no, that's not how it works. God is the coach. When you win, he wins. He watched you make the mistakes. Just come to him and say, you know, God, you know, got drunk on the weekend, danced with a fat girl. He already knows you danced with a fat girl. He knows you did. And he'll go, I watched it, brother. It wasn't the best idea, but, you know, it's fine. We move. I still love you. You know, here's the baby wipe. You're wiped. You're clean. Go. Yeah, if I can help one person with this 30-second challenge, and it's be the most honest Christian in the world for 30 seconds. Like, say the embarrassing stuff, because shame only grows in the dark. Like, as soon as you say it, it's gone. Like, you say everything for 30 seconds, be the most embarrassing Christian in the world. And that's the way I had to think about it, because I couldn't, like, I'm just competitive, and there needed to be an aspect of a challenge in there. So yeah, say absolutely everything, and don't use silly words. Like, I used silly words for 2.5 years. I used to say "for" in my prayers every night. I was like, Lord, forgive me for this and bro, what? He watches me talk to my mates about girls and all these things, and then I come to him and say "for." He's probably laughing. He's probably just going, "What are you on about?" Imagine if your mum came to you and started speaking in old medieval English. You go, "Mum, what the fuck are you doing?" You know. So yeah, you're the kid. Don't be in the bush. I just got out of the bush last night. I've known this for months now, and I still go in the bush. You know, I don't know why it works, but it just does. You know, get out the bush as soon as you can, because as soon as you say, "God, got some mud on my armpit," it's gone. Like, you give it him, he wipes it, and you go, that's it. God can't screenshot the messages either. Like, he's not thinking, "Oh, damn, I'm gonna tell someone he got mud, oh, he got mud in his arse crack, I'm gonna tell someone." He doesn't think like that. So yeah, if you're struggling with it a bit and you're thinking, "Fuck, I just don't feel him," go get wiped, brother. Go get clean. Yeah, be the most embarrassing Christian you can in the world for 30 seconds. Have a competition with me personally, because you won't beat me. I've done worse things than you, and I've been more honest with God. But if you think you can be more honest than me, take a crack. Yeah, God loves you. I love you. It's a lovely day. Go get some sunlight.